Hi, campers. It is tea tree oil day, which is pretty great considering this oil is in the top 5 of my all time most used, most loved essential oils that I own. Um, it has so many amazing properties that makes the applications significant in a lot of different ways for use at your house. Um, Melaleuca or tea tree oil is antibacterial, it's antiviral, it's antifungal, and it's anti inflammatory. It can also be used as a disinfectant and an astringent. And so the applications for this oil are quite a few. And I always put it in the class of you're going to want this oil for all things funky. So if you have toe fungus, funky. If you have gross sinuses, which are funky, possible yeast infections, lice, all of these things are going to be when you want to reach for tea tree oil. For me personally, it clearing up sinus infections along with oregano, lemon, and peppermint in a sinus steam pot has been a pretty big game changer for me since I've had sinus infections and some surgeries and some things before oil showed up in my life. And then using this tea tree oil along with those other oils, I haven't had a sinus infection in 2 full years, which is pretty staggering because I used to have 2 a year. The other way we use it is for acne or for any kind of painful skin infections. It comes in a touch, of course, which is super convenient, which means it's diluted with a carrier oil. How we use it is you wash hands, of course, roll on a finger, and just tap it to the places where you feel like you need a little help kind of drying things out and clearing up some infections in skin that might be bothersome to you. You can use drops of it in shampoo to help clean up any kind of scalp issues and treat lice. The other way that I've used it is on my animals. I live on an acreage with 50 some animals, and my donkey stepped on a rusty nail, which normally would turn into a horrific abscessed foot. But with some Epsom salts and some tea tree oil and some oregano, I was able to treat him here at home, and he healed quickly, and it was safe for him. And that's the other thing we can talk about is you may have heard or have seen the precautions about using or diffusing tea tree oil around cats. It is true that in large quantities that you would not want to use tea tree oil with cats. And by large quantity, I mean a whole bottle of essential oil. But that being said, because this is doTERRA oils and it is a certified therapeutic grade oil, and the only thing that's in this is tea tree oil, it is safe to diffuse around all your animals, especially when those animals are allowed to leave a room. If it's maybe a small room and they need to be able to get out if they don't enjoy the smell, but it is not going to harm them. In fact, it's recommended also to use on some infections with cats and dogs and donkeys to help treat those same kind of infections that you would with people. So I wanted to put that rumor to bed about it being a safe oil to diffuse around animals. So tea tree oil can be used topically, it can be used aromatically in your diffuser, and it can be used internally. So it's a workhorse, something I definitely can't wait for you guys to try and see what you use it for and hear your stories. So thanks for chatting with me today, and I hope the rest of camp goes really well for you.